Hey everyone, it's Megan here from Meghan Makes Do, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Maverick Blanket crochet pattern. This pattern is the sister design to my knit Maeve pattern, and we're going to be using a very similar stitch but in crochet. This stitch does not have a name, it's just one that I came up with to mimic the look of the knit cartridge stitch. So for this tutorial, you're going to need some Lion Brand Schitt Creek yarn or a similar worsted weight yarn. I'm using it in the color Rose Apothecary. You will need a total of 9 skeins if you are using the same yarn as me. If you are using an alternate yarn, make sure that you check out the free pattern on my blog for more information and for total yardage amounts. You will also need a size G crochet hook, which is a 4mm. The one I'm using is from Knitter's Pride and I got it at Jimmy Bean's Wool. Of course, as always, I will put links in the description below to all materials used in this tutorial. The Maverick Blanket is a perfect beginner-friendly crochet blanket. It's made all in one piece and it uses a super simple 2-row repeat. So if you're following along with the written instructions on the blog, which you can find the link to at the description below, you'll note that I'm going to be making a smaller swatch just for tutorial purposes, but make sure that you're following along with the full written pattern that tells you exactly how many chains and rows. Okay, so to start our blanket, we're going to be making a slip knot on our hook. And then our first row, we're going to be doing foundation half double crochets. So we're going to be making a total of 225 foundation half double crochets, which I will show you a small sample of right here. So with the slip knot on your hook, you're going to chain 2, and then into the second chain, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the second chain, yarn over, draw up a loop. Now for normal half double crochet, we would yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, but since we're making foundation half double crochet, we're going to yarn over and just pull through that first loop on your hook. So again, we'll have 3 loops on our hook. We yarn over and complete our half double crochet. So that's 1 foundation half double crochet. To make our next foundation half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the chain, and I like to go through 2 loops here so we get a nice even edge. Yarn over and draw up a loop. We'll have 3 loops on our hook. And again, we need to make that initial chain down here to work our next stitch into. So we're going to yarn over and only pull through that first loop, then yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on our hook. So we've made 2 foundation half double crochets. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into that extra little chain stitch that we made in the previous stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, and then we chain 1, so we keep our little foundation. So it's basically like you're making the stitches and the chain at the same time. Then yarn over and draw through all 3. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 1, making sure that you're going through the 2 sides of the stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop, chain 1, yarn over, draw through all 3. So you can see that I've got beginning chain stitches down here and our half double crochets up here. So if you prefer to chain and then half double crochet, just note that you will have to add an extra chain into your beginning amount. So you'll chain 226 and then beginning in the second chain from hook, you can half double crochet in each chain across. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple more foundation half double crochet stitches so that you can easily see how my 2-row repeat after this will make our beautiful Maverick blanket. Okay, so we reached the end. I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 foundation half double crochet. But if you're making the blanket, you're gonna go ahead and do 225 foundation half double crochets. So now we'll start the pattern repeat, which is just 2 rows. So our next row, we will start by chaining 2 and then turning our work. And from here on out, we're going to only be working in the back loop only. So if you look at the top of your stitches, you'll see your front loops facing you and the back loops are farthest away from you. These are the stitches and the loops that we're going to work into. So not working into one of our chains, we're going to work a double crochet into the back loop only. And our chains at the beginning of our rows do not count as a stitch. So just double crochet into the back loop only in each stitch all the way across. And this is the first row of our 2-row repeat. Okay, so we've made 15 double crochet stitches in the back loop only. So the next row of our repeat, row 3, we're just going to chain 1 and turn, and again working just in the back loops only, we're going to half double crochet all the way across. There's our last half double crochet. And now I'm just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 for a total of 157 rows if you're making the Maverick blanket. So I'm just going to repeat rows 2 and 3. So row 2 repeat would be chain 2, turn, and double crochet into the back loop of each stitch all the way across. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and repeat row 3. So chain 1 and turn and work half double crochet in the back loop only in each stitch all the way across. Okay, so you can kind of start to see our kind of like a ribbed stitch going through, but you just would continue to repeat rows 2 and 3 again until you have 157 rows. So that's it. That's how you make the Maverick crochet blanket pattern. It's a beautiful beginner friendly pattern that looks super modern and would look great in any space. Again, you can find all the details plus the free written pattern on my blog, which I will link to in the description below, or you can go ahead and grab the PDF version in my shop, or better yet, grab a complete kit, which includes all the yarn you'll need in the color of your choice, plus a digital copy of the pattern from Lion Brand Yarn. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and I can't wait to see all your Maverick blankets. Make sure that you tag me, Meghan Makes Do, on social media so I can see and share. Don't forget to like and subscribe.